with me on my first train ride ever. So I was going to Ibadan and I had to go through the Mobolaji train station in Yaba. Proceeded to get the tickets. I went for the economy class, which was 3,800, and then we proceeded to the entrance to get our bags checked and to get our bags scanned. So there are some items that cannot be on board, so that's why I cannot use this escalator thing. I don't like to use it because I don't want to fall down. Then we proceeded to the waiting room. The waiting room is so big. So because the train was to leave at 8 a.m., we got there pretty early, like 7 a.m., because we didn't want to miss the train, because we had heard that we were going to leave at exactly 8 a.m. And this waiting room is so big. It is so fine. It's so comfortable. And then we waited here for about 45 minutes. And yeah, this was when we were waiting. And then when it was exactly 15 minutes to 8, they started calling us to board. And then we all proceeded to the train. Yeah, look at that man that is downstairs. Yeah, the man is directing people to their different coaches. Tickets carried C615 and C16. So this man directed us to where these seat numbers were. And then look at this very beautiful train. I'd never seen very beautiful train like this before. The ones I'm used to, the ones I've seen are the old ones, even though I'd never even gotten on that ones before too. And then this one has mirror, has fire extinguishers too, in case of anything, God forbid. And then it wasn't hard locating our seats because the seats were labeled. You can see C15, C16. And then we sat down, and yeah, people were still boarding at this point. And bear in mind that this train leaves at exactly 8 a.m. It leaves at 8 a.m. So we started our journny, and this was when we got to Oshodi. We got to Oshodi in 10 minutes, guys. And then from there, we started going to the Babasude Raji Fashola train station in Agege. So when we got there to pick up some more people that were going to Ibadan and Abeokuta. Bear in mind that at the Mobolaji Johnson station, we picked up people that were also going to Abeokuta. So if you're also going to Abeokuta, you can also take train from here. From the Yaba train station. We didn't stay up more than 5 minutes here. So they are I like the fact that they keep the time for every stops 5 minutes, and they didn't use more than that. It didn't take more than that. So at this point we had picked people and we had already started going, and this was when we got to the Fumilare and some Kuti train station in Papanlato, Ogun State, for cabin crew change. Yeah, and then this place too, I think it was about 3 minutes because it was just cabin crew. It wasn't getting people on or off. And then we left that place too and started making way to Abeokuta. It didn't take long. From Lagos to Abeokuta was about 1 hour 45 minutes. Yeah, 1 hour 45 minutes or less if I'm correct. Yeah, so from here we started going. So this is just me showing you guys what Abeokuta looks through my lens. And then this was when we got to the Professor Wole Soyinka train station in Ladere, Abeokuta. Yeah, so when you see these things, you will know that okay, already approaching the train station. So at the Professor Wole Soyinka train station in Ladere, people got off and people got on. So people that were actually originally going to Abeokuta got off, and people going to Ibadan from Abeokuta got on the train. So at this point, it didn't take up to 6 minutes. It was just 5 minutes. Like I said earlier, they don't waste time with the pickups and drop-offs. So 5 minutes they were done, and then yeah, I was on the other side of the coach, and people were entering from the other side. If you can see, look at people getting off, and some other people were also coming on the train. And this was me in the restroom just checking out what it looked like. Yeah, and it's really a cool place for real. It's comfortable. That's the wash hand basin, and that's the toilet seat. There's a toilet paper there too. Yeah, and then when you want to flush, it's just that button that is there. It took a while before I located it, but yeah, so it just vacuums it. You just hear this loud sound. And then we left Abeokuta and started going to Ibadan. At this point, it was Ibadan straight. So from here, we now got to the Samuel Ladoke Akintola train station in Omiadio. So this is for some people that are going to some parts of Ibadan. This was not the final stop. We had already gotten to Ibadan at this point. This was not the final stop, but people got off at this point, at this train station. So at this train station, people did not get on, but people got off the train. So after that, we left. It didn't take more than 5 minutes to, and then we left and proceeded to the final stop, which was the Obafemi Awolowo train station in Moniya, Ibadan, and that was the final stop. Yeah, so this was just me showing you guys what Ibadan looks like through my lens again. yeah, so it wasn't long after this that we got to the final stop. Yeah, the final stop was the Obafemi Awolowo train station in Moniya, and this was where everybody got off. Yeah, so one thing about this train station for me is that it is ghetto, because once you get off at this train station, it's just from here to the exit point. So if you are waiting for a cab or something, there is no waiting area. I don't know. Yeah, there's no waiting area. There's no place for you to sit. So if you know that, okay, you're not taking the cab, and this was when I was getting off the train. Yeah, so if you know that you're not taking the cab or something, you're not taking cabs, because there are cabs that are there that would call prices for you and take you to where you're going to. So just call the person that is coming to get you to get there on time, or maybe book your ride. I think there is also Bolt in Ibadan, so you can just book that for ease, right? So this was when we all proceeded to the exit point to go and wait and stand. I think we waited for about 30 minutes before our ride got to us. Yeah, it was hard for the first 5 minutes, because we didn't. And then eventually we got a place to sit. So this was where everybody was just making way out of the train station. Yeah, out of it. And then we arrived. Look at it. It's a very beautiful place too. In all fairness, in all honesty, it's a fine place. Look at it. Look at how it looks from outside. And that's the environment. That's what everything looks like from the outside. Yeah, so this was when we got there. This video was made in April 2023, so whenever you're watching, you're probably going to be watching it I don't know when, really. Yeah, so whenever you're watching it, so just bear in mind that this video was made in April 2023. Yeah, so this was us after everything, after the journey. Yeah, and then we started going to where we would sit down to wait for our ride. And then this was when we got back to the train station when we're going back to Lagos. So the whole ticketing thing is a little bit different here in Ibadan, because before you can enter where you get your ticket, you have to provide valid ID card. It wasn't like that in Lagos, and this train was for 4 p.m. So the train leaves at 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. So we went for the 4 p.m. train, and there were so many people. Hey! Or maybe, no, I don't think the waiting area in Lagos is a lot bigger than the one in Ibadan. Anyway, there were so many people. Hi. And then this was when we wanted to scan our bags. Yeah, because of course there are some items that are not allowed on board, just like we scanned our bags in Lagos. Yeah, so look at the number of people waiting, guys. 4 p.m. train. So I guess maybe because people know that, okay, there is no other train for that day, so maybe that was why there were so many people, because I don't think there were this many people when we were coming from Lagos for the with the 8 a.m. train. Anyway, we got on board, and this was when we arrived at Agege train station. No. This was when we entered the train. This was when we entered the train from Ibadan, to Lagos. And then it took about 2 hours 45 minutes they took off at exactly 4 p.m. And I don't understand, is it the same movie that they show all the time? Because when we were coming, it was the same movie. When we were going, it was the same movie. Nothing changed. It was the same. And I was just wondering why they should just show us something. There was no sound. So what's the point? Just give us headsets or something. This was when we got to the Agege train station. We had missed our way. We had gone to another place before we now turned and started going the right way. Yeah, so again, here too at the Agege train station, there was no waiting area for those of us that were that we're getting off the train. And I don't think that's nice. So yeah, I am a stairs girl, really. I don't want to disgrace or embarrass my family by taking the escalator, because I don't want to fall down. I remember my first experience in Ibadan years ago. It was a disgrace. It was a disgrace. Anyway, I think eventually I still took the escalator in this video. I'm not very sure. Maybe when we get there, I'll let you guys know that. Oh, see, but I think I don't remember, but I think, you see, I took it. I was scared. I was so scared, really. I was scared. And then we proceeded to the waiting area. Yeah. Actually, it was long when I took it. Okay. Proceeded to the waiting area. Yeah, where we waited for our ride. This particular ride took time. It took time because I could get to our place was far. So this is the end with my tired and hungry face. Please like, share, watch, subscribe, comment. Please guys, please. It is not easy to talk. Bye. God bless you.